Hi, folks. You caught me. You're watching and listening to Sipping Off the Cuff on Tequila Aficionado Media on all of our channels and networks. I'm Mike Morales here in Southern California. That young man out there is
Jim Johnston in Youngstown, Ohio.
Jim and I have been exploring the ready-to-drink category. We've actually done it for a couple of years now. We saw it take off in 2019. It just busted open in 2020 because COVID, and it continues to grow. And so one of the ones that we've had before, we've not only have we had their tequila and loved it. We had one of their RTDs that was honestly less than stellar. I don't know why, but this is their new iteration. This is coming from Cutwater Spirits. Now, if you're not familiar with them, they have a Cutwater tequila. Cutwater Rayador is their tequila line. We love the Blanco, Jim and I. And then Dave and I had the Reposado. That was a long story. And then Jim and I just did their Anejo. It was stellar. Their Anejo is just beautiful. And in between there, they were starting to, like everybody else, is jumping on the ready to drink bandwagon. It's a valid category. No reason for you not to be in it, right?
Right.
So they had a tequila soda that was, it was all right. It was okay. It was okay. And it was really sad because for me, because Jim and I love their Blanco. It starts with their Blanco. And if I'm not mistaken, they are claiming that they're using their Blanco tequila, which their master distiller is making. He goes out to that distillery. He's the only one there, and he's distilling the tequila at his style, the way he wants it. And it's beautiful. His Blanco is, I think, an award winner in San Francisco. I believe the Repo is also. So I'm expecting big things from the mango line. They are coming out with lines of fruit flavors, which again is a valid category. It's fruit flavors for a ready to drink. That's summer's here, folks. In fact, if you're watching this, you're probably watching this in the middle of July, so this is where it's at. So I was telling Jim offline, my experience with mango is either feast or famine. It's either very well done or it tastes like a lollipop or something,
It's like chemical flavoring if you don't do it right.
Yeah.
Mango's a weird flavor. It's a weird flavor to try to get synthetic.
Yeah. So that being said, what we're going to do is we're going to taste it. We're going to taste it at room temp like we've done. That's our custom here because as Jim has put it to me on our one of the Blanco reviews we just did, he says, who else is going to nose and dissect a ready to drink?
Right.
I said, we are,
right.
Bro. We're doing that. Okay.
That's a natural. It's kind of a natural juice smell to it.
Oh yeah, it's almost. Oh wow, it's not sweet on the nose either.
That is not synthetic. That is a natural juice smell. And I didn't want to imply that this was synthetic. They do say this is all natural flavoring. But when people attempt to get a mango flavor, it is either natural smelling or chemically synthetic.
Exactly. Now this one's got some color to it, folks.
Yes, it does.
But yeah, we very much like when we pop the cork out of the tequila, we smell the cork or smell the neck of the bottle. We're professionals, folks. We're gonna smell the inside of a can. All right.
That's right. That's right.
We're gonna nose it. They're gonna watch poor Jim at a barbecue next time. Oh, that's just Jim. Let him be. His nose is. Do you have a warm one?
Yeah. Yes. Please bring me a warm White Claw. I'd like to smell it.
Well, the reason that people are jumping on the ready-to-drink category is because of White Claw. Everybody wants that piece of the market now because it's so popular with the millennials and youngers. But I'm seeing that the category is spreading in one direction or the other. It's either starting with some great ingredients that are going to taste great at room temp, or there are recipes that are coming out that got to be cold. You got to drink it cold. That's it. We don't want anybody drinking this at room temp. So that's where the category is, and you can see it's been very wide because everybody's got one. I love this smell.
Yeah, it's a natural smell. It smells like you cut up a mango.
Yeah, it looks like a mango too. Since I've been
Right.
back to Southern California, mangoes are like they're like a staple in every Mexican mercado, which is you could spit and hit one from here, and so the mangoes are more tropical fruits are being brought into Southern California, so mangoes are you can buy a dime a dozen, really literally. I like the smell. It's okay.
It's very pleasant. Mango. When I cut a fresh mango, you get a little bit of that citrus, pineapple, coconut, almost an entirely fruit punch kind of flavor. This is not sweet though. It's not overbearingly sweet. It just tastes like a cut up piece of fruit.
Yeah, there's a little bit of that underlying that we sensed. A little bit of the gaseous from
Yeah.
from the carbonation. Yeah, and that's
That's already starting to go away on mine, but it was there when I first cracked it.
well, it's very the mango is very prominent.
Yeah.
Even when we popped the can open, it was just wow, it's just mango. I mean, it almost looks like you juiced a mango. It's funny because it's got
It really does. It has got a juice coloration to it.
yeah, like you ran it through a juicer, like there's pulp in there. It's almost weird. I'm not used to seeing residue. You know what I mean? It almost looks like there's a residual. I don't know if you were a kid. One of the treats we ever got was cocktail in a can. In syrup, and we would fight over who's going to drink the syrup once the fruit was gone. And that's what that looks like. It just looks like like it's a little syrupy, but a very pleasant nose. I'm liking this. Let's see what we get when we taste it. Sweet and bitter.
Tastes like fruit.
Yeah. It's almost like the bitterness and the sweetness are competing for attention.
It's a and the bitterness is very light for me, and it's coming from the soda. It's coming from that. What gave when we drink like a ready to drink margarita or a ranch water, the soda gives those salinity. It's giving this a little bit of bitter, but not a bad bitter.
No, it's a bitter that needs to be there. I like it.
Almost like a shot of lime got put into this just to give it a little bit of zip behind the sweetness.
Yeah, because if you've had mangoes, especially fresh ones, if you're here in Southern California, you get them all the time. They can be overly sweet, and I like that this mango has this telltale bitterness in the rear of the palate because it counterbalances the super sweetness that sometimes you can a mango can overdo, and that's why I say some mango drinks that I've had are either feast or famine. It's either completely artificial and horribly done in a tequila, or it's expertly done using real mango.
This does not taste synthetic at all. This is a very natural flavor profile.
Well, I think it needs ice, man. Let's see what we do with the ice, because this one I'm really anxious for, and I'm so glad that they made a comeback with these fruit flavored ones, and I guess there'll be more of them as they roll them out this year. We're very lucky to be on that on the short list of their RTDs because we love their tequilas. I got to tell you, if you've not had Cutwater Rayador tequila, the Blanco, the Reposado, and that stellar Anejo, you are missing out, because that's also an award winner from the San Francisco World Spirits Competition, so they're no slouches either. Did I not bring the napkin? Oh my goodness. I knew I brought it in here. There it is. Okay. I like their packaging too. We didn't talk too much about their packaging, but I like that it's bright.
Yeah.
and there's an agave here at the in the back. Now,
Yep.
to be fair, they are saying there's no gnome number on this that leads me to believe that it is being canned here in the United States. But we've had their tequila, and they say they're using Cutwater Rayador tequila. So as far as I'm concerned, that's good enough for me. This is 100% using that tequila because that Blanco. Why would you want to use someone else's Blanco or a Mixto when you've got your own great tequila? So that makes total sense to me. So I'm gonna say it's 100%.
Right.
And as we let it open up, as I use my my branded rocks glass from a brand that will no longer be around. Is that
Same thing as usual, muted but still there, and that sweetness is. It still does smell though like a fresh cut piece of fruit.
Yeah, it doesn't smell artificial in any way, shape, or form. And this,
No.
it almost looks like it's got pulp in it. It's weird. Now, yeah, I will say that once you put the ice in it, it kind of leans more toward pineapple than it does to mango.
Yes. Yes.
Not a bad thing either.
No.
We've had Volley has a pineapple version of one of their RTDs. It's just superb. They have a ginger one that's to die for. That's one of my favorites. Yeah.
All right.
Well, I think we need to dive in. I like the nose. It's even more inviting now. Oh my.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
That's just really nice.
Yep.
Not too sweet. A little bit of salt action in it. A little bit of lime. The bitterness is now turned into tangy citrus.
Yep.
That's just really nice cold.
That's gorgeous. That's really just full. It's full body too. It's really satisfying. It's not just refreshing. This is almost like having it like I'm having juice on ice. It's weird.
Not overly sweetened juice. The sugar content here. There might be sugar content in this, but it doesn't. It's not like you take a big bite out of a fresh mango and you get hit with all that rush of fruit sugars, and it doesn't taste like it was artificially sweetened either. It just tastes like the natural fruit sweetness, and it's very nice.
That is beautiful. Wow. Now, see, remember I in one of our earlier reviews that we did, I asked Jim, how are people drinking their RTDs, their tequila sodas? Are they asking for, like Margarita, will you ask for a shot on the side? I can tell you that this is great the way it is, but I wouldn't hesitate a minute to ask for a shot on the side of their Cutwater Rayador, because it would only make this even better, in my opinion. That's my opinion. I'm sticking to it. But
now this is a 12.5 ABV, and it says on the back, 2+ shots of Cutwater tequila.
oh,
So you are going to go with a triple. You want
I want an extra shot,
right?
Because but so this is now. Here's the thing. Again, the category is so wide that people are going in different directions. Some of the early ones that we've had were 7 ABV, 6.5. So we consider those long drinks. You're going to you can have it all day long. This is going to be dangerous after a 4-pack.
Right. This is built to be more of a cocktail in a can. It's supposed to be sipped out of which you can absolutely do with this. It's very, very pleasant. It's very natural, very fresh flavor on the mango. It's not overly sweet. You can taste a little bit of the tequila behind it, but it's a sip and drink. This is, a 4-pack would definitely affect your your volleyball serve if you're going back. Yeah.
This one you might want to save till after the volleyball game. When the stakes are high. But this is really elegant. I'm
very happy that this one tastes this way. I was not thrilled with the other one, and this is a huge, vast improvement over that. Yep. And it's a nice natural flavor. It's not synthetic at all. It's very tasty.
This is excellent. Hey, Brand of Promise nominee in the RTD category with a 100% on it. This is really stellar. You and I have not had this kind of quality since Azulana, I think. And you and I haven't done volley. It was myself and Alex. And volley's right there as well. This stands on that shelf. This is the
Yeah,
cocktail
very good.
can.
And one of the few examples I've ever had of mango flavor that does not come at you with a synthetic or a chemical or an overly, we had to add sugar to get it to where it needs to be. This is such a nice, this is like, it smells like and tastes like you had a bite of a fresh piece of mango. It's not crazy in either direction. It is a natural flavor. I really like it.
The only way you'd want to dress it up, put a cube of mango. Here they cube slice them, and you can just carve them right out and throw one in there just for the hell of it, just for
Carve
looks.
them up, throw them in the freezer, use them as your ice cubes.
There you go.
Yeah, whatever. But I wouldn't mess with this too much. You can always add the extra shot, but out of the can, cold by itself, you can sip on this very nicely. In fact, you could probably get 2 cocktails out of the can if you're sipping like that. Half over ice for a 2 serving.
Yeah, it's a great one to share with, probably.
Yeah.
Wow. What a vast, you're right, vast improvement.
Vast improvement.
So glad. I'm so glad.
Very well done, because their Enejo is stellar. The tequilas of theirs I've had are so good to not be in good RTDs if that's what they're using. And this is a good RTD.
Yeah. Now, here's the ins and outs. The Cutwater Spirits Mango Margarita, 12.5% ABV, is available now in California from select retailers. There's a SRP of $12.99 to $14.99. I think this is a good $14.99.
For a 4-pack, and again, a 4-pack is enough.
Yeah,
at 12.5.
It's made with real tequila and natural flavors. This fresh take on Cutwater's classic margarita delivers a juicy burst of mango. I think this is the only one that we've received from them so far. Is that correct?
Yes.
The
only flavor. Yes.
We have not seen the margarita yet. That doesn't mean we're not going to get it, because I think what they've got is right now they got what I'm looking at is frozen tequila pops. No.
Adult dessert.
A 4 flavor. Well, I tell you what, if it's this frozen. Remember those old Otter Pops when we were kids? Where you just, as it melts, you just kind of suck it out of the cellophane.
Right.
Yeah, or sometimes I guess in Mexico you can get like cocktails and drinks in a plastic bag and a straw. Like a ceviche or something. And you just kind of suck it out of there. This would make an excellent cantarito. Anything you can do that's got tropical fruit in it, this would do it. I guess there's a Cutwater strawberry and peach margaritas will be available on shelves in April. I haven't seen any of those yet. I'm going to go back to these guys and go, hey. Yeah, I'm
Random.
Spectacular. I love where they're headed with that, and I'm glad that they have seen the error. Now, if they could just fix the ranch water, I'd be really happy. But that's not my call. So, but this is our take on Cutwater Mango Margarita. Let me show you the packaging for the 4-pack if you haven't seen it. I'm going to try not to drop it here on anything. This is the packaging from the 4-pack. It comes in a box here. You'll see the agave on the front here. This is spectacular. I'm really very, very impressed, and I can't wait to see what else they accomplish, what else they do with this category. Because just when you think you've seen everything in this category, somebody comes up with something else, and this was awesome. So if you've had it before, if you're watching us on YouTube, write it down in the comments. Let us know what you think of the Cutwater, ready to drinks. But that's our take on Cutwater Mango Margarita. I'm Mike Morales here in Southern California. That guy out there is
Jim Johnston in Youngstown, Ohio.
You've been watching and listening to Sipping Off the Cuff on Tequila Aficionado Media on all of our channels and platforms. Please follow us on Instagram. Follow Jim on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and of course on our podcasts on Spotify. And whatever you do, tomar sabiamente.
Sip wisely.